If you've been listening to my podcast, you know by now the dragons are here to stay to help us with our empowerment, our intuition, our clearing, our healing, our ascending. Did you know that you can call upon the White Dragon Collective, the White Dragon of pure divine source energy, to blow dragon fire through you, through your life, through your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, fire up your energetic body. Now, this is not fire as in flames, it's fire as in sparkly white iridescent energy that just dissolves everything and leaves you with that pure 0 point energy, that pure merging with source. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Cambera, and today let's dive into the White Dragon Collective. What I experienced this morning as I woke up was the white dragon of divine source energy. Now, I know that she, and I'm just calling her she, represents the whole collective, but I only saw her in my room, and she took up most all of the room, hovering over me, took up everything in beautiful white dragon form with gilded edges, like a golden outline around her. It was absolutely beautiful. Plus, everything is frequency, right? So when you feel the frequency, you're feeling the kind of love we don't experience on this planet and the kind of connection to source that we generally only experience in awakenings or deep meditations. So I woke up to her hovering over me, which felt incredible. And then she blew the white dragon fire from my crown all the way down my body. And all I could say is it was amazing. Again, not flames, just pure frequency. I knew it was dragon fire. I could feel how potent and powerful it was, but nothing was scary. It was not flames. It was simply white, sparkly energy that I could see inside myself just filled me up. And soon there was nothing but that. No thoughts, no emotions, no beliefs, no patterns, no to-do list. I just laid there feeling the sense of being filled with pure 0 point source energy. And all of the intensity I've been experiencing in my life this past couple months, it was all gone in that moment. There was nothing but merging with source. And then she started to speak into my mind this beautiful divine wisdom. Now, what we talked about is personal for my life, so I'm choosing not to share it. But I will say, when we were complete, the purple dragon of wisdom and the whole purple dragon collective came in on her heels, and we'll get to them in the next episode, okay? In this episode, I want to go to the White Dragon Collective, who works with different ascended masters, different healers on earth, and anybody that calls to them. They are available to everyone, but they are very involved in the ascension process because right now we're in that stage of releasing 3D to move into 5D freely, to be able to stay in 5D more easily and for longer. Okay, get ready, because I am calling in the beautiful white dragon of divine source energy and their collective. Dear humans, we wish you to know we are always with you. We are assisting you in this very critical, pivotal point of ascension, for it is necessary for you to let go of what was if you truly desire to step in to what can be, what truly is, what truly exists within the universe that you can call into your earthly life. That is why we are showing ourselves now, so that you have the assistance to step into all the new that you desire. It is simple to call upon the white dragon fire, to clear all that's within. Understand in higher dimensions, if an experience with emotions or with thoughts or with physical interactions, if any experience is undesirable, you step back and look at it objectively. You understand what you have learned, what you have gained from it, and then you change directions. You let it go. You walk away, you close that chapter, you are done with it. It no longer exists for you because you are complete with it. You step into the new and you have a new experience, new opportunities, new learning, new growth. That is what we are here to assist with. But for many of you, dear humans, you have been conditioned, you have been trained to hold on to the past, to hold on to the trauma. Your ego mind has been duly trained that when an event happens, the next time you find yourself in that environment, in that situation, the same outcome will happen. Even if it was 20 years ago, even if you were a different age, if you were in a different romantic relationship, if you were in a different job. No, if A happens, then B is going to happen. And that simply is not true. Your ego mind will immediately conjure up what you humans call the worst case scenario. But truly, it is just learned behavior. And that is what you are breaking within yourself. When you tell your ego mind, yes, I see that this situation looks very similar to the last time this happened, but I recognize and accept that this situation is different. The energies are different. I can create a different outcome. I have the power to step into a different outcome. I have the power and the love and the intuition to change directions. I do not have to experience the same thing as before. I choose new. I choose better. I choose this. And then you detail in your mind, in your heart, to your ego mind and to the universe. You detail the outcome you desire, and then you watch it be created. We are here to assist with that. So call upon the White Dragon Collective Dragon Fire. Get yourself into a comfortable position and ask the White Dragon that works with you. It could be myself, it could be others in my collective, it could be the entire collective. Call upon your white dragon. Envision the beautiful white, iridescent, glowing, shining dragon in front of you with golden tinged scales, a golden tinged tail. Ask your white dragon when they appear to breathe the dragon fire within you. State your intentions. I am ready to release. I am ready to let go. I forgive all people and situations and events. I release attachments to all people, situations, and events. I let go of all of it, for I am moving forward. I am moving up. I am expanding my frequency. I wish to live in higher realms of love and peace and happiness and creativity and abundance. So please, white dragons, breathe your breath of source fire throughout all my bodies. Help me to clear out all of it, to release and let go and make space. Clear everything so that I am in the origin sphere of source energy where I may create anew. And then, dear one, sit back and watch it happen. Watch on your inner mind screen. Note everything you feel. Is it hot? Or does it tingle? Or do you feel a sense of peace? Or do you feel a sense of excitement? It is different for one and all, but note everything you feel, everything that you imagine is happening. because it is happening. And when you feel complete with the white dragon fire and you are sitting in the primordial source energy, the 0 point frequency in the origin sphere, when you feel ready there, call upon the Purple Dragon Collective of intuition and wisdom, for they will tune you up. They will embed within you the intuitive light codes so that you sense more, feel more, know more, thus see and hear more within yourself about your inner world, thus the outer world you're creating, and the grander outer world you're existing in. Remember, dearest humans, call upon us anytime you wish for a boost of dragon fire to release and renew. Much, much love to you always. After merging with the white dragon, I feel so sparkly, so absolutely full, yet empty at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not, but that's how I feel. Full of just blazing source light and love, but empty of all the 3D crap, can I just say? Absolute beautiful feeling. So the white dragon stepped aside as the purple dragon collective of intuition and wisdom was coming in. And they showed me that the white dragons often come in first to clear all the energy, to make space for you to up level, to ascend. We have to clear out the old before we can call in the new. Otherwise, we're just full of our old patterns and habits and unconscious behaviors, our triggers, our conditioning, all that 3D stuff. So anytime you wish to work with other dragons, call in the white dragons first. Do this activation that they did so beautifully with you today so that you can clear out and make space and put yourself in the frequency to receive the purple dragons of wisdom that we'll connect with in the next episode, or the blue dragons of empowerment, the orange dragons of healing and transmutation, the green dragon of love, or just your personal dragons, any of the dragons. Call in the white dragons first. And you can call in the white dragon even before you do a meditation or a guided journey to get you in the right space. Or heck, even before a big work meeting or a big date, anytime you want to realign your frequency and return to the highest vibration available within you, call upon the white dragons. I hope you enjoyed working with the white dragon today. And if you're on YouTube, share your experience of today's episode. Did you connect with that collective? And have you already connected with them or other ones? Share with the community. And as always, thank you for taking this beautiful journey of ascension with me. And I'll be back soon with the purple dragons.